Lagos residents calls out SANWO-OLU and Ahmed Bola TINUBU after serious flood hits Lagos State. Hello Nigerians, you are welcome back to this channel. You know, all the APC supporters who were busy chanting that Ahmed Bola TINUBU built Lagos, that SANWO-OLU is working, are now crying today because of what actually happened in Lagos today due to the heavy flood that actually happened in Lagos today. They are now calling them out, expressing their anger that the government has failed to create a proper drainage system to handle this Lagos flooding, because this is what we see every day during the rainy season. And if the man who they claimed built Lagos did not handle this flooding issue, and this particular SANWO-OLU, who is now the governor of the current governor of Lagos State, has not handled this flooding issue, then I wonder what they have been doing since. A few months ago or some time ago, they started demolishing people's houses and buildings in the name of that those houses are illegal structures built on the drainage system and all the rest of them. Yet it didn't stop the flooding. These houses that were destroyed, they are targeted. The house is owned by a particular set of people in Nigeria. I don't want to mention names, but we know that the Lagos state government were destroying houses and buildings of people, or a certain people from a particular tribe. You see it, and after doing that, he couldn't even stop the flooding. Now, I'm going to show you some of the video clips of what happened in some parts of Lagos State today and what people are actually saying, or how people have reacted to the flooding in Lagos State today. But before that, let me tell you that the Senate President, being Godswill Akpabio, has indirectly mocked Ahmed Bola TINUBU when he made a statement that by the time Ahmed Bola TINUBU is finished with Nigeria, that people will no longer recognize Nigeria. I know he was actually trying to praise Ahmed Bola TINUBU or trying to hype Ahmed Bola TINUBU, but from the way things are going, if TINUBU eventually stays as the president of Nigeria for complete 8 years, then things will really turn around for worse. In fact, he's going to take Nigeria 50 years backward, and seriously, what Godswill Akpabio said will actually come to pass, because by then people will no longer recognize Nigeria. Now, I want you to listen to Godswill Akpabio, and when we come back, we'll just analyze the video.
That is another wonder. That place has changed the landscape of Abuja. And they are doing so. Even today, I entered Nelson Mandela as I was coming here. Just a main street in Asokoro. Go and see what we have done there. Completely transformed. So, we are not just thinking of roads all around. You are now coming to look at the masses and their comfort. I drove with Mr. President on the metro line earlier in the year, and I was amazed. I'm happy that Mr. President decided on the spot to give free ride to people traversing all those villages to the airport to and fro from now until December 31st. Free. And we are now confirming that over 4,000 people are being carried on a daily basis. I think this on its own is a major palliative awaiting the minimum wage that we are discussing. So can I say congratulations to you and the president. So a lot of people will say things. I saw one of the legislators on television talking about you and mentioning the fact that she was not carried along. Well, she's a member of the Senate. Once the decision is taken, she is bound by the decision. So please ignore every distraction, and then be rest assured that no matter what you do, not everybody will praise you. No matter what you do, others will still try to find faults. Some were saying, why roads alone? But look at where we are now. We are now about to flag off a major infrastructure that will touch the lives of people from Karo, Nyanya, and others. And this bus terminal you are talking about, I've looked at the pictures. I saw where they are going to be seated, waiting for their bus to be called. And it's almost as if they are inside a major terminal at the airport. This is, for me, another major wonder of President Bola Ahmed TINUBU's administration. This is the way to cater for a city of this nature. This is a way to take care of the people of the area councils and also the FCT residents and visitors alike. So, I believe that you are a square peg in a square hole. And I must thank the president for having the eyes to pinpoint those who can perform and bringing them. He did this in Lagos, and today Lagos is one of the best one of the largest economies in the whole of Africa when we are talking about cities. I have no doubt that by the time this president is through with his tenure in this country, 7 years from today, many people will not recognize FCT. They will not recognize Nigeria again. So all I can say is let us continue to pray for him. Pray for him and be hopeful that the challenges that you see today, tomorrow you will see them no more.
Now, I believe you heard what Godswill Akpabio said, that by the time Ahmed Bola Tinubu finished with Nigeria in his remaining 7 years, that people will no longer recognize Nigeria. And I agree with him. From the way things are going, look at how our economy is now being crippled. Today, Dangote came out online to, lament on how the particular interest rate is affecting businesses. Now, producers can no longer employ, and it has led to increase in the rate of unemployment here in Nigeria. No tangible development whatsoever. Insecurity is on the high side. You see, there is so much food inflation. Of course, if things keep going this same way, by the time Ahmed Bola Tinubu is finished with Nigeria, we will no longer recognize Nigeria. Now, let's see what some people actually said concerning this particular statement from the Senate President of Nigeria, being Godswill Akpabio. Now, this Danera said, when Tinubu completes remaining 7 years, such a silly statement. But of course, such confidence is not surprising due to INEC's incompetence. Someone whose administration has crippled Nigeria in just 1 year. This guy is saying this thing based on the fact that they know and that they are confident that INEC is going to rig that 2027 general election. That's why the Senate President, being Godswill Akpabio, has the mind to come out to tell Nigerians that Ahmed Bola Tinubu is going to transform Nigeria, and that Nigeria will no longer recognize Nigeria come at the end of Tinubu's reign. So moving on from that, let's take a look at what actually happened in Lagos State, and we see what people are actually saying concerning that. And when we come back, we'll just wrap up the video. Now, I believe you saw all of those videos, how Lagos State, some part of Lagos State is being flooded just because of 1 hour rain. Now, look at what some people are actually saying concerning this. This one said, now every year when they post this thing, still yet nothing is done about it. Una never serious. So how we so-called the giant state in Nigeria that generates the highest GDP in billions of naira suffering something as flood? Una really no serious for that Lagos. Now, another person said, Lagos is one of the mega cities in the world with zero planning. What they do is map out land, start selling and building, no proper drainage system. We should expect more building collapse after this flooding. Okay, and then another person said, what's the name of that builder of Lagos again? I mean, the one preparing for failure for over 20 years now. Well, guys, this is really shameful that as big as Lagos State, there is no proper plan, there's no proper drainage system, and they keep bragging that they built Lagos, and SANWO-OLU, they keep bragging that they are, doing this and all of that in Lagos State. Meanwhile, the most important thing that affects human life, they are being neglected. Anyway, guys, I'll stop this video here and allow you to drop your comments in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more videos.